Everyone's heard of Dropbox, but what about DigiBoxx? That's a Swadeshi storage, which is a service platform for individuals, gig workers, and growing businesses that offers a pocket-friendly solution when it comes to storing their data, starting from just as much as ₹1 a day. Let's just talk about how this is growing and what the business plan is. We've got Arnab Mitra. He is a CEO at DigiBoxx. Thank you so much for taking time out. So I want to just understand the basics. How exactly is this different from a Dropbox or a Google Box or any other cloud storage service?
Thank you so much, for taking me on your show. I think we are not really very different from all. What we are is, we are made in India, and therefore what it makes us is the only option at this point in time where as Indian, you can specifically decide to store your information right here in this country. And keeping in mind the geopolitical situation that's around us and everywhere in the world, I think that's the most prudent thing to do for individuals and businesses to store their files right here in this country. And if I have to, in the same length, if I have to talk about things that we are doing probably differently are, also probably the languages that we speak, the simplicity of our product, and also, as you pointed out, it is priced exactly for the Indian taste. So yeah, so that's how I think we are, trying to make a dent in this business.
Okay, so that's the differentiating factor. ₹1 per day for individuals and ₹33 for growing businesses. Is that the price? How do you make money?
Okay, yeah, that's actually a good question. We essentially got a lot of help from the technology we have built, and also the kind of partnerships we have been able to, work out. So I think, for individuals, ₹1 a day and ₹33 per day for businesses, that's just the initial pricing. That's really the first tier. But there are also a lot of, other, tiers where people are slowly moving to, because the data consumption is extremely high. So we are seeing a lot of people saving a lot of their data with us because, of course, we are most cost effective. But as I spoke to you, as I told you that, this is more about the technology we have built. I think our technology actually has been able to provide us with a mix of, a better storing capacity or capability within the current data centers, than the global players. So even in this, we are trying to make some money.
Okay, now what about DigiPhotos in terms of a feature? You can sync photos automatically from the smartphone. Is it compatible with every phone? How does it work?
Okay, DigiPhotos, yes, it is compatible with all possible devices, your Android and your Apple devices, the primary two mobile handset manufacturers in the world today. I think it is it's a feature that is already enabled within DigiBoxx itself. So when you download DigiBoxx, you're automatically getting 25% of your storage assigned to DigiPhotos. And that's how all your video assets and your photo assets, they all get transferred to the cloud of DigiBoxx. And the good thing about DigiPhotos is also they've got some fantastic edit functionalities, so you can use some very good filters. We're also working towards, keeping in mind the Indian taste. So we are kind of collecting information on what kind of edits people are doing, and we are kind of getting better on them. So overall, DigiPhotos is an embedded experience within DigiBoxx, but it is definitely standing out for our users. In fact, I can probably go ahead and pretty much say that since the time DigiPhotos have been launched by us, our consumption has gone up by as high as 27% than what it was before DigiPhotos.
Okay, what about funding? Have you had any rounds of funding? What does the valuation stand at? What does your next round of fundraise look like?
Oh, very interesting question. And I think we keep on hearing about funding winter and how businesses are struggling. Thankfully, that has not been an issue with us. I think we are just 2.5-year-old business, and within the very year and a half, we got valued at $15 million. And currently we are, already working on releasing our information where we're being valued at $30 million. And so hopefully we will be able to release the news, about our funding pretty soon.
No, so if you could just repeat, what does the valuation currently stand at?
At $30 million.
So, Arnab, walk us through how you're really looking to capitalize on the kind of data boom, technology boom that we're seeing in the country. How many subscribers do you have on board currently, and how are you looking to onboard new ones?
So, we are definitely dependent on the entire, data boom and the usage consumption of people. We are heavily dependent on the, clicking photos and shooting videos. We know that people are clicking almost 15 selfies a day and 9 videos a week. And that is, of course, helping us get a lot more data stored on our servers. And, primarily what we are looking at is, at this point in time, we are somewhere between 3.5 to 4 million customers. And, we see almost 10,000 people registering with us on a daily basis at this point in time. And we have not even started marketing. So I think our entire focus has been on building a great product, a robust infrastructure, and, and the technical backbone, which can literally support the country's digital aspiration. And I think that's where our focus is. So to answer your question, how are we planning to get new customers on board? I think we're not really, kind of pushing the pedal there at this point. We are more focused on building the tech and then let it be a natural selection for people, because people like to buy good things, that are available around them at good prices. And I think we are just that.
So how many data centers do you have at present, and how will you plan to grow your footprint?
Okay. So data latency in a country like India is very, very complex, because, there are multiple locations and, what kind of experience you want your consumers to get. At this point, our primary locations of data centers are Mumbai, Indore, and we're in talks with setting up one in Calcutta. I think these 3 are going to suffice our work for now, though we have been, we're also exploring a possibility somewhere in the northern part around, UP and Delhi NCR. But we're pretty much there in terms of our data infrastructure. We can handle up to 100 million customers, at this point in time.
All right. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us on Startup Central.
Thank you. Bye-bye.